Hey guys, index card of day 9. If you're thinking, hold up Jen, you've lost it. It's day 13. No, this is a project from 2 weeks ago that I did for Viva Las Vegas stamps, and I just didn't have time to do the video, so we're doing the video now. So I'm starting out on a Joggles index card. This is actually 5 inches by 7 inches, and I'm stamping this kind of cottage collage, and all the stamps in this project are by Viva Las Vegas stamps, and I stamped that with some watering can archival ink. And then I'm gonna spray my Distress Oxide spray in Mermaid Lagoon and the gray one. Hopefully you saw what it's really called. And I'm just gonna spray a lot. Sorry guys. I'm gonna spray a lot of water to get a very faded look. And then I'm gonna take some Delphinium Turquoise Lindy Stamp Gang spray and this Dot Fade stencil by Tim Holtz. And I'm gonna really dab up the extra color and spray some water because I really want a soft background, which is why I used the gray and why I really tried to get a subtle spray look in the background. And then I'm gonna stamp this Waybill invoice with some sticky ink, and I have Shabby Blue embossing powder by Stampendous, and it has blue glitter and like a gold and white, and the white pieces are very chunky compared to the rest of the pieces in this embossing powder. So it works better on a stamp that's more solid because it doesn't really stick to the thin lines of my invoice. But in the end, like I end up with the blue and a little bit of the shimmer. So it worked out. But in the future, I'm gonna have to keep in mind that this kind of embossing powder is better for more solid images. So I stamped this, what is she called? She is called Young Girl, and also by Viva Las Vegas Stamps, and I stamped her out on Nina Solar White cardstock because I'm gonna do some Copic coloring, and I stamped her with Memento Tuxedo Black ink because that is an alcohol marker friendly ink. And my Copic coloring, very, very simple. I just start with the lightest color, go to my medium, my dark, and then back down through medium and light again. I generally use 3 colors like that for my blends, and that's as complicated as it gets. No crazy Copic techniques for me. For her hair, I'm gonna make it black, so I'm using some cool gray colors. I used 2 like very light cool gray colors, and then this actually is a BV, a blue violet color, but it looks like a dark cool gray to me, and I didn't have another darker cool gray. And then I'm gonna do some R20 for her lips, and for her headband I'm gonna add some blues to kind of tie it into the background. When I do coloring on an image, I like to kind of try to incorporate some of the same colors from the background, so most of the time I would say, so that it kind of helps things look more cohesive and blended. And then I'm going to take some Buccaneer Bay Blue. This is also by Lindy's. And I'm going to take my paintbrush to apply this ink. I'm going to concentrate it in the center because I know that's where I want my focal cluster to go. I'm going to also add some Wild Honey Distress Spray Stain, the regular, not the oxide, and a little less of that than the Buccaneer Bay Blue. And I'm going to dry those 2 colors because I don't want them blending with the color I'm going to add next, which is, but first splatters, of course, got to have the splatters. So this is Adirondack Color Wash in Cranberry, and I had to dilute it quite a bit because it's meant for fabric, so it is a very intense color. So I added quite a bit of water to get it to the intensity that I wanted. And I just concentrated that in the center as well. It's going to peek out from my focal image a little bit. And then, so I'm sticking a piece of vintage ledger paper to the bottom of my chick there, and she's got these wings. It's from the Tim Holtz die set, which is called Geo Insects, and it's from the Dragonfly. When I get a more expensive supply, I like to make sure I can use the supply in different ways. You know, I can use it like it's intended and then use the wings in this way, or for collage or whatever, because you know these supplies can get expensive, so I want to make sure I get more bang for my buck and I really get my money's worth, you know. So I'm gonna add some leaves to the top and bottom there to kind of balance out the composition. I felt like it was like a little naked. So I just wanted to add a little extra. So I'm also gonna stick some Tim Holtz clipping stickers. The one at the top just is a number, and the bottom it says lesson 175. It doesn't mean anything, it's just more fashion than function. And then I cut these numbers out from my vintage UK bus tickets that I sell in my Etsy shop. I just really like adding the numbers here and there. And then I also added a phrase sticker beneath her, also from the Tim Holtz clippings. And it says, "A corner of your heart always reminds me of her." And then I'm going to add some sparkling clear droplets. They are by Cat Scrappiness, and they are 4, 6, and 8 millimeter sizes. Yeah, so then I'm going to do a little scribbling with a light graphite pencil. A light graphite pencil. I meant light in regards to its hardness. It's not very soft, so the color is more light, if that makes sense. I also added some scribble with some light colors of watercolor pencils. They're by Prima. And my favorite finishing touch, I'm going to add some white splatters with my Liquitex titanium white ink. Made sure to cover up her face so I didn't get anything funky going on there. And that's it for my page today. I will be back with a video tomorrow, and then we will get back on schedule to our regular correct index card that's supposed to be next. So thank you so much for watching, and this is for sale in my Etsy shop, as well as 4 other iCads that I forgot to list last week. So we'll put a link for that down below if you are interested. And thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye, guys.